Hey yo, it's me Lexi. I got your crazy. Check this out. I just had this like epiphany. Excuse me. People like Dutch, Tim, um, Greg Hood, Camp Christmas. Okay, Robin Bullock, even though he's kind of on my list of still his heart, it's getting there, but it's not quite right. Anyways, the point is this. So the seers, because that's what we all are. We're not prophets or apostles or anything like. The seer encompasses all titles, okay? It's the combination of all the titles, all the gifts, having them all. Now, I believe you were given that when you were born.
Of the Washington Monument from the Lincoln
And
Memorial when they
anyone could do
saw
it,
a
really.
lightning bolt hit the top
Um,
of the monument.
but
Officials
we
who
have
work
been
there say the
told
strike actually damaged the
forever
monument's
that
electronic access system and that it should
we
reopen
can
to the
only think
public
black or
in
white.
a
There's
couple of
no gray.
days.
Okay? Logic, logic, logic. Uh, yeah, intuition and imagination is definitely, I'm sure, like talked about in kindergarten, but come on, name to me a university that has it narrowed down to people that are seers who were born with a natural instinct. And I know all this didn't come at once. Like it took me practice too. And but God was giving me the ability. I was asking God for these abilities too. Increase my power, increase my power. Show me more. Uh, you know, but some things come on so fast it's like, whoa, I'm still down here in 3D and I am a human. So it's like you could be way up high and then boom, here you are. So I always say back to life, back to reality. All right, so politics. So right now, as these bills are passing through, and bills that they already kind of know whether they have the vote or not. Now, isn't that funny too? Oh yeah, we already have an answer. It's a yes or no for that. I mean, you already know your answer before the hearing. Uh, some of my things might sound kind of like far out there, but nope. Because I pay attention so close to detail and I have nearly perfected my ability to listen, which is a huge, huge psychic power. I mean, it really is. It's like the biggest one, probably. When you just sit there and listen and observe and don't talk, like you can add a little bit of talk, but don't dump your heart out on your sleeve. Don't bring all these emotions into it. But when you're doing that, practicing the art of listening, um, you realize the body language, right? Body language is 70% of the word. Or when you see what I'm saying? 70% body language, which means you could turn their voice off, okay, and just watch their body and just analyze one little trait at a time, okay, and whether and measuring that like on a scale of some sort where you could rate yourself, could track your stuff like a project management. We could even use that. Turn ourselves into project management. Uh, yeah. Then we can see who's all better at which one, which trait, right? And then strengths become weaknesses, weaknesses become strength. And I don't know, guys. I don't know what that'll do. So, but anyways, the legislative process that's happening as we speak, right? You got people writing bills, you got people lobbying, you got like think about if you're standing in DC at the 555 monument for Washington, the obelisk. You're just standing there and think of all the mad activity that's going on right there. And I'm not talking like, oh yeah, there's a White House, there's a Congress, there's our US Capitol, there's a memorial. Da, da, da. No, I'm talking about feet on the ground, like, and then people will talk to you and they will tell you so much information. If you don't add to the conversation your own experiences, or you try to give advice when they're not asking for it, or you change the topic because you're impatient or whatever, but God's trying to tell you something. So anyways, picture you're standing at the monument by the reflection pool, right? And you're looking at the reflection pool, which you can see the obelisk points up and down, as above, so below. But right where you're standing is where is the head control system and military system. Okay, so there's that. So you got the Department of Defense going, you got Pentagon going, you got all these radios and police scanners activity, all this communication. You got these cops now with thermo heated uh, readers where they can like literally see your body temp, and it scans all the license plates all around it and runs it through the system like really quick just to see if you can find a warrant on someone. Or and then when it pops you up, it has everything on you. Health records, okay, criminal records, civil records, bankruptcy, just everything, your credit, all of it, your social security number, okay? They're giving full access to your history, right? It's called history. Looking for evidence. Um, so then you've got this infrastructure going on. This infrastructure bill has already been done, right? Where their computers are, you know, getting ready for this implementation of the beast system. Now, so you watch those laws are going, okay? And now they're talking about some other budgeting stuff, and then they got like Schumer and I can't think of his name right now. Oh, what's his name? Anyways, so I think it's wise for us seers to listen to start earlier in the process, like what bills, who's writing bills right now? Who are they? Because it's not the senator, it's not the House, it's their staff. So who are the staff people and who are the speech people? Who are writing these speeches? That's the other thing I want to know. I'm telling you, get some of this more background and focusing on really listening as opposed to, you know, I mean, I'm a talkative person, really talkative person, so this has been very difficult. And I could do better, but nonetheless, I've learned a lot from practicing it. So I thought I should tell you that. And I'm thinking, though, if we're looking at these bills and they're coming up before they even have been calculated as to who's going to vote for what, before they've even, in these committees and how they're going back and forth between committees, we need to understand that like the back of our hand. And I'm being told that by the founding fathers. So it's really important. So I think what I'm trying to get at is there might be some things coming down that we can stop before it gets anywhere. We can stop it. And it'll delay stuff. It'll buy more time. It'll confuse them. Anyway, all right, let's get